Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are back again with Kaiju number 8. Today we are watching episode 5. Last time around, the episode was very interesting. It was action packed, it was fun. We got an insight onto why Shinomiya wants to be like at the very top, why she tries so hard and all that stuff, and why she's called like the greatest talent, I guess. I mean, she does have a lot of talent, but she works very hard as well. This is because from a very young age, her father instilled in her this idea that she has to be perfect and that she can't make any mistakes and she has to make it to the top. And he even went as far as to say, "Oh, this is for your late mother's sake," which is so messed up for, like, especially for a kid. Even adults would get affected by that very bad, but a child like her, it sucks, you guys. And then Shinomiya was making light work of all the kaiju, and even the main boss of the area that they were supposed to face, Shinomiya made light work of that. However, if I recall correctly, you guys, the idea that I got from that was the kaijus in the area were kind of nerfed by like Squad 3, the people that were doing the aptitude test. And this is because when that one kaiju came that was like Kafka who could speak and stuff, it revived all the kaiju, and the kaiju were growing their horns, and they were like, wait, they're not supposed to have their horns right now, yada. So I feel like that was their way of like kind of nerfing them a little bit. I'm not too sure, so let me know please down below, without spoilers of course. And Shinomiya, once that, actually it has to be it, because the kaiju, once it revived, it got so strong it was making light work with Shinomiya, and Shinomiya was getting cooked, her arm was all twisted and stuff. And then right before she was about to, I guess, die, and she cried. She was like, "Oh, Dad, I'm sorry, I couldn't be perfect." Kafka came in, he saved her. He transformed in front of her, so she knows about his transformation. He made light work of that kaiju. Another thing that was very cool, you guys, was that the kaiju that came to revive the kaijus had a fortitude, I believe, of 6.4, and Kafka had a fortitude of 9.8. Who, homeboy, what's his name? I forgot the vice captain's name, you guys. He was talking about if that number is real, then Kafka would be like one of the strongest kaiju in history. Which, I mean, come on, main character tax, right? He has to, of course he is. So then Kafka goes and saves Shinomiya, and Shinomiya, he affirms to her, sorry, he affirms to her that because of her efforts, people didn't die and people were saved. They were able to evacuate, which is something that she never really got in her life. People like her father especially would be like, "Oh, you did good in school, whatever, like, this is something I expect." And Kafka was arguably the first person that was like, "Wow, Shinomiya, you're awesome." Not once but twice. Back when he found out that she's like the greatest talent or whatever, he grabbed her, he's like, "Wow, you're amazing." And she's like, she was shocked. And now it makes more sense that why she was shocked, because she's never been told this before. Her father would always just like talk down to her and say, "Hey, whatever, big deal, big whoopee, this is something you're supposed to be doing." And then again here, so she was moved by him, so much so to the point that she ended up covering for him when the vice captain went and was like, "Oh, did you defeat the kaiju?" She's like, "Yeah, I did it," because she thought back to Kafka saying, "I'm glad you're safe." One thing about that, you guys, is that the vice captain and obviously Mina as well, they already kind of figured that Shinomiya, despite being so strong, she couldn't have beaten that thing. So I wonder what they're gonna do moving forward with that information. I feel like they might be wary of her, especially because they know from that one little girl 3 months ago that there's supposedly a good kaiju roaming around. And then we find out that the kaiju that revived the other kaiju is actually a human, and he actually works for the cleanup crew. So that's very crazy, you guys. And that's interesting. And I feel like, one thing that I feel like, you guys, is like the kaiju is either possessing the body, similar to what happened with Kafka, but Kafka's in control, or uh it's just a kaiju that could turn into a human. Because the one thing I was thinking about, and it came to me right now, that kaiju was like, "Oh, is this how you answer the phone?" So the kaiju didn't know how to answer the phone, and if it was like a regular schmegular human roaming around, they would know how to answer their own phone. So I feel like he's probably like possessed, or it's like a kaiju that can turn into a human. Another thing, you guys, that I saw, and this might be a little bit like, I'm going on a little bit of a rant, so bear with me, or you guys could use a timestamp to skip ahead. I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously. I don't know what happens. I was on Twitter the other day, right? And one thing that I ended up seeing that kind of made me be like, what the hell, was I saw somebody tweet, or X or whatever you guys want to call it. I still call it Twitter, obviously. So somebody was like, "Oh, I haven't watched Kaiju number 8. Should I start it?" And this was like a couple days ago, so obviously I was fully caught up to episode 4. And somebody in the replies, and I'm not sure, somebody in the replies was like, "Yeah, the anime's pretty good, but it's just like, like it's like a 16-year-old girl in love with like a 32-year-old guy, so it's kind of weird." And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a manga spoiler. I hope not. But I feel like that's pretty weird. I'm not gonna call the person weird if this is something that is happening. If this is something that, here's the thing, okay? If Shinomiya has like a crush on Kafka of sorts, I'm not gonna go and say that's terrible, because oftentimes when you're like in school and stuff, right? When I was in school, I had friends like in middle school and high school that had crushes on teachers and stuff. So stuff like that is like whatever. But like if Kafka is reciprocating these things, then it's a problem, because he's twice her age, he's an adult, he's supposed to be like the figure in her life that her father failed to be, like a father or like an older brother figure that tells her it's okay if she makes mistakes, if she fails it's okay, and that she is doing her best, stuff like that. And if this is something that is not in the manga and that person has made it up, then that person is very, very weird. And that had me thinking. I was like, wait, that's so weird if that actually ends up happening, because obviously Kafka is literally like twice her age right now. He's 32, she's 16, she's a kid, and I don't see it going that way. I feel like they're gonna have like a familial bond, to the point where like she might be conflicted at times because obviously she's young, but I feel like ultimately she's gonna look at Kafka as like an older brother or like a father figure. I hope so. Anyways, you guys, I don't want it to be weird. But you guys, enough rambling from me. I've been rambling for like 7 minutes. I'm looking at the time. If you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, commenting. If you're new here, you guys, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. My full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description, as well as a pinned comment down below. Feel free to check that out. And you guys, without further ado, let's get right on into Kaiju number 8, episode 5.
気のせいだった。怖いよ怖いよ怖いよ怖いよ怖いよ。お前のせいだ。お前が俺の背中を押したりするからこんな思いする。
Encourage him to try out.
感謝してたじゃないですか。あの時の達観した先輩はどこ行った？お前らにこれ届いたぞ。
Ah. I don't know why I'm nervous, because I know they made it.
俺の道があいつの隣までつ。
You've been accepted. Ding ding ding. Where's homegirl Kikoru?
ま、受かってると思ったけどな。お互いにな。だいたい予想通りだが。篠宮の追っかけさんがいないな。
Groupie? No. No, he passed for sure. The goat. The goat is here, yo. She's so cool. Yo, she's so cool, bro. Imagine if he failed, but she asked. Did he actually fail? Imagine if he failed, but like she gets submitted. Yo, that'd be crazy. Bakugo. Oh. Did he actually not make it? Iharu. Bro, what's with that hairdo, bro? Bro has a croissant on his forehead. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, she's so cool. Look at her. Oh, man, she's so cool. Nah, she's cool, bro. She got them heels on. Badass. Okay, Shinomiya. 20. Wait, they said there were 30 of them. 27, so 3 of them didn't pass. Oh, brother, Kafka. No, Kafka's gonna be a Ronin.
君には試験後の事件でも助けられた。おかげで被害者を出さずに済んだ。
The goat. Look at her. Aww. He's not used to this. Hikoru, you're... Yeah.
これはあんたがもらうべき言葉なのに、なんであんたがいないのよ。
He didn't pass. Damn.
ローにこの私を助けた挙句、上から目線で心配までして。
I mean, you kind of are to him, you know.
すみません。途中参加で失礼します。
Hello. Aw. She's happy as you. Wait, does this guy have like stomach problems? Aw, look at her.
2032番日々のカフカ
Failed.
体力審査最低ランク、スーツ適正現状ゼロでは仕方がないかと。
異論は
ほな、僕が取ります。確か
W.
に彼は成績
Nah, he's lit.
隊員としては不合格や。けど、最終審査の自分の点数や
Oh, he's lit.
援護を優先し、討伐に貢献した。
I wonder what Mina was about to say though, because she was like, "I don't," and like, my boy is real though. I'm pretty sure he knows that you know she wants him to
なかなか
pass.
できることやない。
Mhm.
何より、お笑い要員として素晴らしい働きを見せた。
I like this guy.
彼は候補生としての入隊なので隊員任命式からは外れてもらった。
そうこなくっちゃ、日々のカフカ。
やっぱり彼も通ってたか。
Yo,
候
Cal,
補生だけど、バンクルは
look at all of them. They're happy he passed. Bro's probably kicking up his
諸
feet.
君、まずはこの防衛隊に志願し、厳しい
Volunteer. Volunteer. Yo, we don't get paid for this? Wait, what? I have to volunteer for the defense force, bro. We don't get paid for this? Oh hell no, bro. I might join the Kaiju, bro, depending on how much money they're giving.
合格してくれたことを嬉しく思う。君たちのその命を貸してほしい。
Damn.
私はその一番先頭で。君たち
Yo,
の
she's so
家族
cool, bro.
なる矛となること
How
を
could I not serve you? Mina, recruit me, coach. Hey,
すぐ隣に行くからな。みんな。
my boy got it. Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go, my go. Oh, they don't know he did.
やべえぞ。白隊長を呼び捨てに。
Oh. My boy got killed. Aw.
日々のカフカ、無許可の死後、浄化
She was gonna call her Kafka-kun. Aw.
合わせて腕立て100回だ。
Yo, I like this, man. Aw, man. Me and him.
しょっぱなからやりよって。ちょっと罰が甘いちゃいますか、白隊長。
For good reason, bro. He's okay. He didn't know. I feel like he's gonna start to
やっ
realize.
てなかった？
Oh,
罰が甘いちゃいますか、
Let's see.
白隊長。
she's. Oh man, that's so precious.
怪獣たちが次々に蘇る中、突如現れたフォルティチュード9
Yo, you see, he's onto him on the lows.
そうやとは思うが、同時刻に不自然にバイタルが消失したやつがおる。
And it was him, right?
日々のカフカ。
Bro,
スーツ適正の異常な低さ。
you're too smart, bro. Leave him
こいつに
alone.
は何か違和感がある。違和感の正体を突き止める。
Yo, relax. Yeah, I like all these people, bro.
来て、話あるから。
なんだよ。ここじゃダメ。
Obviously not, bro.
だ
She's.
ってここじゃん。
まさか告白とか。
違うわよ。
先輩。
んじゃああれだ。
Meet me after school, behind. Bro, you're a grown man.
怪獣食べて怪獣になった？
You should
信じらんない。食い
be glutton.
ねえわ。二人とも声でかい。
Yeah.
そう防衛隊に話すのもありかとも思うんだけど。
No, 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 no. I don't think you can.
直せるかもだし。
その線はないわね。たとえ処分を逃れたとしても、前
Is she gonna ever talk to people about that one kaiju that came back and like started bringing people back to life? You gonna tell people about that, ma'am?
日検査や実験の日々。あんたの防衛隊員としての道は断たれる。
True, true,
そう
true.
なの？
No shit, bro.
それに、ナンバーがついた強力な怪獣は、倒した後、特別な兵器のパーツとして使われるらしいわよ。最悪あんたもそうなるかもね。
俺たちだけの秘密に一人のおっさんをつけ
Saving an old man's life is.
わかったわよ。あんたには助けられ
I do feel like she's, like I was saying, like you know, I feel like she does feel a certain way about Kafka, but I don't know. I still don't get like the romantic like aspect. You know, obviously just started, but I feel like this is gonna be like something that she's just flustered because she has like somebody is like he was like the first person kind of to actually acknowledge her and say, you know what, you're working so hard, you did so good. So I feel like it's something like that, you know. And she likes when he praises her and stuff.
れたし、一旦黙っててあげる。
Or no.
その代わり、もしあんたが人類に害する怪獣だって分かってる。
You can't beat him, bro.
私があんたを
You
殺す。
can't though. Like, come on, let's not make empty promises.
あそん時は頼む
Aw.
抜くレティクルは感覚的に捉えトリガーは引くのではなく絞る絞る
That's good eyesight, bro. That's good awareness.
射撃訓練
See, I have that, or I had that when I played Call of Duty, you know.
推定解放戦力 18%
18%.
レノの野郎また伸ばしやがった
Oh, they have a little rivalry going on. Nice, I like that. Okay, Bakugo. Deka. Shinomiya's gonna come and do it in like 2 seconds. Don't even have her in here, bro. Just what's even the point? I hope they don't have her here.
俺の勝ちだ調子乗んなよレノ
乗ってませんよ。
篠宮キコル1分16秒
Why do you guys have this girl here? Just what more does she want to do, bro? Just what more does she have to do? Just put her on the field. Like realistically, what they're doing is they're basically throwing her in there and they're setting unrealistic standards for people. Like look at this. She did it a whole minute earlier than these guys. Like bro, just send her out to work.
推定解放戦力
55% now? Yo, she's cracked.
早くしなさいよ。二人足しても私以下なんだから。
上を見てる場合か、アルイチ。俺はお前の戦力に並んだぞ。
25%. That's pretty good.
日々のカフカ6分39
6 minutes?
解放戦力
1%. Okay, he's got 1%.
見たかキコルついにゼロを1にしたぞおら
Why are you chasing after her, bro?
1%のあんたが55%の私にどやれんのよ。
ガフカ
はい星野副隊長
こ
Pushing
のままやとお前は生体院になれん。3ヶ月後にはクビやで。
3 months.
週10周して今日は上がりや。文句言うたから15週や。はよ行け。
That is good, yes.
疲れた。
Yeah, I bet, bro.
最後に回収とか。鬼だぜ副隊長。
よく見ろや俺のこの上腕二頭筋
無駄に膨らんでるだけなのでは。
Oh, is this good?
意外と負けず嫌いだな。
くだらねえことで争ってんじゃねえこの労働を経験した大人おおっさんもだいぶ
Yeah, and he's also like 32, bro.
ダメだ惜しい防衛隊にあるまじきした
This is spare time.
なんだ、今日は賑やかだな。
Holy. You know who this guy reminds me of, low key? Freaking Koenji from Classroom with Elite. That one scene where they're in the when they go into like the camps and stuff, right? And then or not the camps. Was it the camp? No, it was the boat. I believe.
どうした？
And he pulls up just all chiseled. Good that he's making friends. Oh, look who it is.
当然の結果よね。失礼しました。
構わないもう入れ替えの時間だ
ありがとうござい
That guy goes tall, bruh.
もう体の方は大丈夫か
ます。はい。おかげさまで問題はありません。無駄のないいい
He's gotta go my son
筋
just wait him on too.
でも、
He has nice
それ
hair.
だけじゃあの戦闘力は説明つかない。
なんだ
すみません。どうしたらその筋肉
Yeah, it worked out.
いえ、どういうトレーニングを積まれているのか気になりまして。
隣に並べ教えてやる
I'ma take notes. Yo, a whole ass tiger, bro.
ところでみんななんで防衛隊目指したんだ
Bro's gonna be like, yo, I just want to stand beside the captain.
自分から言うもんだぞ
Who?
俺はなんたってアシロ隊長
Oh, she saved him.
厨房の時に助けられ
Okay,
てから
middle school. Oh,
ず
man.
っと俺の憧れだ
Oh, she has short hair.
目標はアシロ隊長さ
同じく
アシロ隊長のポスターかっこよかった
Yeah, that's so cool, bro. I would say the same thing. I'd be like, bro, I want to be cool like her.
すっげえなみんなの影響力
俺たち世代のスーパーヒーローっすからね
俺
I was childhood friends with her. Yo, say it. Tell him. Yeah.
アシロ隊長が
幼馴染だと
しかも一緒に隊員になる約束あの日の約束
Oh, man.
俺その
What was she like when she was, don't say that. Oh. Yo, relax. Yo, these guys. She was born on a very, how do you know this? It was like Squid?
連続殺人でもあったの
Serial killer?
なんか
ピクルン
話し込んでのぼせたらしいよふーんアシロ隊長の話してたんだってばっかじゃないの男子
Aw. That's gotta hurt, bro. Yo, this is cool as hell, bro. Look at Kikuru just leading the pack. That's my goat. Oh, poor guy, bro. It's all fun and games until he turns into a kaiju and just load this everybody here. Oh, please. Amina, show up. Talk to him, please.
時間がね俺はみんなの倍やんねえと
Is it?
精が出るね
Oh. Yuna. Hoshina.
寝るのも
I don't know why I call him that.
ここをクビになるわけにはいかないんです
アシロ隊長のためか
Damn.
なぜそれを
この前風呂場で言うとったやろ
え
この寮内での会話は全部筒抜けやと思え
Damn. So I should, Mina knows that he's out here yapping.
あいつの隣で戦うって
Watch him be right outside
それ
listening.
は副隊長の座を僕から奪い取るって意味にも聞こえるで
そのつもりで頑張ります
ピキ上等や2時間だけや部屋出るときは電気消して鍵かけろいつ誰に何が起きてもおかしくない仕事やからな
Damn, bro. Imagine being woken up like that. No, you know what this reminded me of, you guys? Fire Force.
言うとるそばからやな行くで初任務や
And the episode's gonna end off here. Yep. So you guys, that right there was Kaiju number 8, episode 5. So Kafka initially ended up failing, but he got enrolled as a cadet thanks to Hoshino, vice captain. And I'm really curious as to what Mina was gonna say when they failed him. She was like, I don't, and then he like Hoshino, he ended up interrupting and saying, oh, I'll take him in, yada yada yada. So he's in as a cadet and he's not an official officer, but he's trying his best. Kafka in the middle of the ceremony just blurted out that he's gonna work his hardest to stand next to what's her name, Mina. And she was like, oh, you interrupted and disrespected a senior officer, give me 100 push-ups. And then but then right when she was leaving, she smiled, which I thought was adorable. You guys, that was so cute. And even Hoshino was like, wait, did I just catch her smiling? So I feel like, here's the thing, you guys, I feel like what's gonna happen is Hoshino might initially become like an issue where we're seeing him constantly, right? Even at at the start of the episode, he was like, oh, I gotta keep an eye on him. Not a coincidence that we lost his vitals and then a kaiju appeared and yada yada yada. So I think that I hope he doesn't end up discovering that he's a kaiju. I don't think he will, but I feel like he might be like an obstacle initially, right? Especially towards the end when Kafka was like, I'm gonna. He basically declared that he's gonna take Hoshino's West Captain position so he could stand beside Mina. And Hoshino was like, I'm not gonna let you do all that. So I feel like they're gonna have some sort of a rivalry. I don't know. I feel like Hoshino might be like an obstacle in the beginning, but similar to Kikoru, Kafka might save him, and then he might just turn over a new leaf. Speaking of Kikoru, she got the whole story of how Kafka ended up becoming a kaiju, and she told him, "Hey, listen, do not tell like the kaiju defense force because especially someone like you, they're gonna because you have a number." They're gonna put experiments on you. They're gonna tear your body apart, make weapons out of them, yada yada yada. So don't tell them so. Right now we have two people, obviously aside from Kafka, that know that he is a kaiju in his story, which obviously Ichikawa is one of them. Ichikawa, by the way, you guys, real friend. He did not out him. He's not doing anything. He's sticking by him, and I respect that a lot. And Kikoru as well. And Kikoru, I'm so happy that she's around people that are helping her, that are helping her advance. They're helping her realize that she is doing a good job. Again, Mina at the start of the episode, she told Kikoru, she's like, thanks to you, lives were saved. I thank you again, yada yada yada. And she got happy, but ultimately she was like, I don't deserve. And this is the one thing I like about Kikoru. She wants to be like perfect and she wants to be at the top, but she wants to do it on her own. She doesn't like when she got thanked for it. She flat out in her head, she was like, I don't deserve this because the person that actually did this was Kafka. So he should be the one here listening to this and being thanked and not me. And I respect that. Honestly, you guys, the more episodes we see so far, the more I'm starting to like Kikoru as a character because she's very powerful and she wants to be like at the very, very top. But at the same time, right, she's not one of those people that just wants praise and she doesn't care how she gets it. She wants to earn it. She wants to do her best and earn it, and she wants to actually get up there on her own. And I respect that so much, you guys, especially because she's a kid, right? Like, I mean, she's not a kid, but like to me, like I would consider her a kid, because I have like damn near 10 years on her. She's 16. I'm like almost 26, so I feel like I could call her a kid. I feel like I could call her a kid. So I like that about her. And again, she just destroyed her. I don't know why they have her in the same little training regiments as everybody else, because she's just like, she's lapping these guys. So you got to put her in with like somebody else, like higher officers or something, not these recruits, because I'm going to be honest. If I was these guys and I was like, if Kikoru was out here lapping me doing this stuff, I'd be like, damn, bro, like, if I couldn't catch up to her and I saw her advancing like that quickly, I would be discouraged. I'd be like, damn, bro, I can never catch up to her. But props to these guys for not getting discouraged. I respect that a lot, you guys. Again, like I said in the intro, I don't see Hikaru being like a love interest. I feel like she has like a sort of admiration for Kafka, and she likes when he praises her. She might develop like some sort of like a little complex for him later on, but I hope I have faith that she won't. Like I don't see like it going down that way. If it does, you guys, then the fumble will be real, And I see Mina as a potential love interest, but at the same time, you guys, the childhood friend, the childhood friend curse. For those of you that know, but I honestly, the more I think about it, I don't really see Mina being like a love interest. I feel like she's just gonna be a homie, and she just wants to be like besties with Kafka, right? I honestly don't even see much of a love interest right now. Maybe at the end of the series, because again, even Hoshino said right now, yo, you can't get too close to these people because you don't know what's gonna happen in this line of work. People could die, something could happen, and you could lose them. So I hope nobody dies. I'm sure people will, but I really hope they don't, and I hope Kafka ends up becoming. I'm sure he won't become a vice captain right now, but eventually I'm sure he will. I hope at the very least. I was hoping him and Mina would talk in this episode, but I feel like since he's a cadet, he's not like an actual officer. He might not speak to her. I can't wait for that conversation. I want them to talk it out. I want them to actually make up and actually end up being friends again. I wonder though how Mina will act when she finds out that Kafka is a kaiju. I feel like that will give her conflicting feelings, you know, where she obviously wants to get rid of all the kaiju, and then like, you know, her bestie, the person that she wants to walk beside her, is a kaiju as well. And I wonder what is gonna be at the end of the series. Will Kafka be able to get rid of his kaiju, or will it be something similar to what happened in Parasite, the anime anyways? I'm not sure, you guys. I hope that Kafka ends up, you know, being a regular schmegular human again. But we don't know what this kaiju is about, kaiju number 8. So hopefully we find out more about why this thing possessed, or I guess hopped inside Kafka, or and like why it's helping him. And it could be, you know, one of those things where, you know, it's a kaiju, but it doesn't like what its people are doing, or it's, you know, the other kaiju are doing, and it wants to help get rid of them. Similar to, you know, many other series that I'm not gonna name, obviously, for potential spoilers and such. But you guys, this was a really fun episode. I'm enjoying this series a lot. I'm having a lot of fun, and I can't wait for next episode, you guys. And yeah, I'm excited, you guys. First mission is underway. I wonder what's gonna happen. Kafka is gonna. I want to see how Kafka is going to manage fighting kaiju. You know, despite being in a position where he can't really use weapons and such. You know, even at his fitness test or whatever it was, not a fitness test, but the test they were doing where they were shooting things. Ichikawa, it took him like 2 minutes and some change. Homeboy, Bakugo, that's what I'm gonna call him. I forgot his name, of course. Him, I feel like, or him, he was like 2 minutes 15 seconds. Hikaru, of course, a minute and 16 seconds. She's just cracked, like, holy. And Ichikawa was like damn near 7 minutes, bro. So I wonder what he's gonna do. Obviously, he can't turn into a kaiju. One thing that I feel like he might do is learn how to individually transform his body parts. You know, similar. If you guys have, like, so I'm watching Bungo Stray Dogs right now too, and I feel like what I'm trying to say is like similar to Atsushi, where he could transform different body parts, like his arm or his legs. And I feel like if Kafka learns to do that, like partial transformations, I feel like it'll help him a lot, obviously, right? Then he could keep a secret, and he could do the stuff like behind the scenes, and he doesn't have to fully transform and do all those shenanigans. So I hope with time he ends up learning it. I do feel like his secret might come to light, because eventually he's gonna have to train to control this power. And I feel like he can't train to control it unless at the very least someone like Mina knows, where she's in a position where she might be able to help him train, give him, like, you know, access to like training facilities and stuff like that, where he could train or help him and such. So I feel like eventually like she'll end up finding out. But you guys, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited for next episode. So if you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, commenting. If you're new here, you guys, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. My full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description, as well as a pinned comment down below. Feel free to check that out, you guys. I upload my reactions there approximately like a day-ish earlier. So feel free to check that out, you guys. And you guys, as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.